What we're going to throw across now to John from ZonGuru. John Tilley's the co-founder and CEO. I'll let him introduce himself. He's got a really good history in this area, and I think you guys are going to be in for a treat for the next 20 minutes or so.
I'm John. I'm based in Los Angeles. That's where we're headquartered. ZonGuru is over here. So I've been here for about 14 years, but still just haven't lost the accent. And yeah, spend a lot of time with Amazon sellers globally, and a lot of time up in Seattle as well, and you know, with our partner obviously Amazon. So I can give a good perspective on all of that. I'm going to share my screen and go through a presentation. I've got a little bit of strategy to cover, and we're going to dive a little bit deep on keywords. Actually, I know Tim Jordan covered a lot on that, but we're gonna jump in a little bit on that. So and get technical and show you how to really target some of the opportunities in keywords, and then dive a little bit into ZonGuru as a tool set and really uncover that for you. So, all right, guys. So what we're going to talk about today is how do you actually win your competitors' keyword rankings and scale your Amazon business. So when I say win your competitors' keyword rankings, I'm specifically talking about a keyword strategy, and think of it in your Amazon journey as when you're optimizing your listing to launch your product. What are the actual keywords that you should be targeting that you believe you can beat your competitors on, so that you can really own that on Amazon and hopefully help that to scale your business? Or if you're re-optimizing your listing at a later stage, that's the kind of area that I want to cover today. It's definitely a little bit more technical, but we'll cover a bit of product research and how we think about that as well. But what I'm going to cover today in the beginning is something called the halo effect method, and I'm going to jump in and teach you guys on that. But first, a few minutes on ZonGuru and who we are. If you don't know who we are, I'm John, the CEO. I was selling on Amazon back in 2015 when I left my advertising gig and sold a few brands on Amazon. I still have a few brands, but in 2016 early, I started ZonGuru, the software company, in collaboration with one of my business partners over at Reliable Education. And we're effectively a software tool. We have about 15 different tools right now, and we specifically focus on private label sellers. So if you're a private label seller, we provide data insights and automation to really help you grow your Amazon business. That's our niche. We focus on that. We've done about 1 billion sales through the ZonGuru platform for our sellers on Amazon. So we've definitely got a solid audience there that do really well on Amazon. We're available, importantly, on Amazon.com, Amazon Australia. I think we were the first people to launch our product research tool there. And if you sell on Amazon Australia, you can connect your account and use all of our tools, the business dashboard, everything else that we have, and obviously Europe as well. So those are the markets that we focus on right now. And obviously Australia, you have that access as well. One thing I'm pretty proud of is that we can stand behind for sellers by sellers. Back in 2016, obviously with my own Amazon business, I really believe in that being a true way to financially scale your wealth and grow, and it's a perfect product for you to do as a side hustle. And so we encourage and incentivize our staff to have their own business. We even give them a loan to have their own Amazon business. So we have a bunch of developers, product people, project managers who sell on Amazon, and that's just a perfect marriage where, you know, the tools that they are developing, they really get it, and you see that come through in the tools we develop. And then again, we just stand behind. This is more for us than anything, but we're developing tools for serious sellers, and so we really focus on our data, our visualization, and giving you the right information at the right time to make decisions for your business. So you know, that's a mantra that we stand behind, and yeah, that is ZonGuru. So you know, everyone is selling on Amazon. So what do you sell and how do you win, right? Consumables, essential goods. You must be joking. You can't be selling that. It's big box brands. It's big budgets. There's you know, they've got so much money on PPC. You cannot compete there. How do you stand out? Private label brand creation is where it's at. You have this opportunity to create your own product, and it's a niche within a niche within a niche. You know, that's the level we're at. I mean, on Amazon.com, you have 350, 400 million people looking for products. If you can focus on a very specific niche with a very specific target audience, that is $1 million product just in its own. We're looking at those. We're not looking at the $10 million products. That's ultimately where, if you can launch 1 or 2 or 3 of those, you'll be doing amazing over the next few years. So that's where we focus, and that's what we help our customers to find. And you win with those products by using data to own keywords that your competitors aren't. That's how you launch products. There's so many keywords out there that people are using to find products, but not all competitors know what those keywords are. And if you can find the ones that they don't rank for or they haven't optimized for, you have an opportunity to really win and find favor with Amazon. And that's the method I'm going to take you through today, called the halo effect method. And I'm going to do it with an example, this fire pit over here, as a typical example. So here's an example. Let's just say I'm wanting to sell a fire pit, and you guys will probably be familiar with this kind of thought process if you do sell on Amazon, which is I'm looking at validating that product idea, and I look at the top 3 sellers, and they're doing over $1 million a month alone. You know, those top 3 sellers in conjunction are doing $1 million a month. The search volume of people actually searching for fire pits and for that keyword is 236,000 searches a month. They come on there and searching for that. And the page 1 monthly revenue for the top 25 sellers for the word fire pits, which is one keyword, is $12 million. You know, this is numbers that gives me anxiety, because, you know, how do you actually compete and actually win and get those sales? And this is the method that you should implement, and it's a strategy that we've used. You know, even you know, big sellers use this method to really come in the back door, own some keywords, and find favor with Amazon's algorithm and make money for Amazon, which they love. And obviously, you know, you get the benefit of that. So this is the process. You find and target relevant, and I want to highlight this word first, because relevant is so important. There's so many keywords out there, and people think they can focus on ones that they see opportunity with. But if it's not relevant for your product, you're not going to get the right conversion rates, and you're not going to fall in favor with Amazon. So make sure it's relevant. Make sure it's long tail. You're looking for those descriptive words that are, you know, it's not water bottle, it's white aluminium camping water bottle for men. You know, if someone's typing that word in and there's good search volume and your product matches that, you're going to make that sale. Your conversion rate's going to be there. You want mid-search volume, because you're coming in, you know, we're SMBs, we're small business owners, we're trying to grow our businesses, launch these private label brands. Look for those mid-search volumes. That is your $1 million product. And basically, find those top 25 non-competitive, not yet targeted keywords, and then optimize your listing for those keywords, your PPC, importantly, for those keywords, and any off Amazon traffic if you're driving any sales there from off Amazon traffic, and then just watch it actually happen. Watch your sales start to take off with this halo effect method. And I'm going to break it down for you. This is exactly what it is. At a high level, you guys know this, but the A9 algorithm loves high conversion rates. So if you can show high conversion rate, Amazon's going to love you. The reason they're going to love you is because they love making money, right? And if you're making money because you're converting, they will start to send you traffic. And so the idea here is, if you can show good conversion rate for those long-tail keywords that your competitors aren't optimized for, so they're less competitive, and you've targeted them and they haven't found them yet, and you actually making sales off of that, you will then start to rank for those, but also for the short-tail keywords, the shorter tail, higher volume keywords that you wanted to rank for in the beginning. The organic ranking will start to rise on that, and your sales will absolutely start to scale. So the idea, again, at a high level, is long tail keyword conversion. If I can get that, Amazon algorithm loves it. Short tail keywords you're going to rank for, and your sales are going to really come in. This is how we focus on launch strategies, and it works across the board for people using ZonGuru or other tools or other sellers. It absolutely works. So keywords you can win and own. Here are the steps. Now, I'm going to run through these steps. There is an opportunity at the end where I'll give you a link you can download. There's a full kind of like e-guide with these steps, a step-by-step guide of exactly how to do it, plus a bunch of other goodies, product validation techniques, a whole bunch of stuff that can really help you with your Amazon business. So I'll give you that link towards the end, and you can absolutely use that. But here at a high level is what you need to go through. Number one, run a keyword search generator and a reverse lookup tool. So you want to make sure you're getting the keywords that people are typing into Amazon and what your competitors are ranking for, and look at those keywords, especially around the top 25 sellers, because whatever you're selling and whatever keyword you target, you want to be on page 1. You don't want to be on page 2 or 3. So we look at the top 25 sellers. Number 2, identify the relevant long tail mid-volume keywords that I was talking about before. Make sure you target those and select that group and set it aside as a focus for your launch. Now you've got these keywords your competitors aren't ranked for. There's opportunity there, and there's mid volume behind that. So make sure you grab those keywords. Number 4, identify the short tail volume keywords. So you definitely want those volume keywords, and you want to optimize your listing for both your long tail and your short tail keywords. So get both of those together and put them into your listing. But the key is further up your listing, get some of those long tail relevant keywords that you're really targeting up front in your listing, because it's gonna get more ranking with Amazon. Number 6, launch with a manual PPC campaign focused on those long tail keywords that you pulled out. So those ones you're targeting for your launch, run a manual PPC campaign with those keywords, targeting your product that your listing that has those keywords in there as well. Match those two up, and you'll get those relevant conversions, which is what we're looking for. Optimize for high conversion on the long tail keywords, and then watch that halo effect. And especially in those first 14 days, if you get it right and your conversion rate is high, Amazon's going to give you, and they're going to give you a shot with some of the shorter tail keywords. They're going to give you that volume and that visibility. And if you get that right, then your job is really just to stay in stock. And I'm telling you, you won't even need to go off of Amazon if you've done this right. You will just stay in Amazon, stay in stock, and you've got an amazing business going there. So I did talk about that link. I'm going to talk about it at the end. But if you guys wanted, get.zonguru.com/niche-finder. If you type that in, you can get a download for free. There's nothing you need to get charged. You can literally get the full steps, the e-guide on this. And there's also a product hot list in there as well, and a bunch of other stuff I'll cover a little bit towards the end. But for those of you who are here and you want to go check it out, just check that out. And this is logged in on ZonGuru. We have a bunch of tools, as I said, 15 down the side. You can favorite the ones that you want to use, and we're going to touch a little bit on what those are. But I want to show you real quick, just because I'm here. This is our niche finder tool. And if you were looking for example, for fire pits, because you were looking to sell that, you can come in here and you can actually adjust these settings to look for the types of products that you're looking for. So you can do categories, you can do settings. There's a few kind of tools out in the space like this, but what's really important about how we put this tool together is we base it on actual keywords that customers are typing into Amazon right now this month. It's a keyword focused product tool. It doesn't just look at products or product databases. It's actually looking at what people are searching for. And we base our filtering on 4 key questions that we ask that we use to validate every single product, which is, is there demand for the product? There has to be people searching for a product on Amazon. Is there competition opportunity? How much opportunity is there on Amazon? How much money do I need to launch the product? And what is the actual revenue potential that I can make? And as a business owner, if you can understand those 4 key questions with the layer of differentiation added on top, you have a very good shot of validating a great product to sell on Amazon, and you can move forward. And then you can go in here and you can set a bunch of other filters like search volume. We have some filters over here, like if you're just starting, you might want these filters. If you're building your business, you might want these filters. So they adjust, and you can put in average revenue, launch budgets. This is a great tool, and you'll see how relevant the results are. Let's go over to Keywords on Fire, which is the one I really want to show you guys. And this is how we, it's our keyword tool, right? And it's how we actually come up with that list of keywords. And just to show you at a high level how it works, you should put in a phrase. So any seed keyword like fire pit, right? Now, the important thing it does is it does a keyword generation tool where it actually looks for searches that Amazon customers are actually making on Amazon, as well as deduping that against a reverse lookup tool across the top 25 competitors. So you're getting the best keywords that the top 25 sellers rank for, as well as a keyword generator to really make sure that you get the best of the best keywords. And most importantly, you start to see some of the keywords that the top 25 aren't even ranking for. So I can just open it up, but you can see 302 unique keywords. What's important there is relevancy. You can get a stack of thousands and thousands of keywords, but if you make sure you get the most relevant keywords, you will see how well your listing will do. You only have a certain amount of words. You've got to make sure you cover these and search for them. So anyway, let's just look at what the tool looks like. All right, so I've opened up the tool, and there's a few important things here. I'm going to show you in a second, but there's some really important filters at the top. And then you have these categories at the top. We have a ZG score. I'm not going to that you should find out a little bit more about when you use the tool more. By the way, up at the top here, you can grab tutorial videos, everything else, just to really understand it in a lot more detail. But at a high level, you have your dollars from keywords. So this is the top 25 products that are listed under that keyword and the actual monthly revenue they do. So on 5pits, they do 732,000. Search volume for the top 25. Where those top 25, out of those top 25, do they actually rank on page 1 and what position? So 18 of them rank in the top 25 positions. This is a really important number, and I'm going to talk about that in a second, but this is how many sales you need to make on a daily basis to actually get to page 1. And this is important. For example, on 5pits, I have to sell 21 a day just to get to page 1. Can I achieve that with my strategy? Or 5pit, look at this, 184. You know, I would rather be aiming at the 10. You know, I can do 10 between PPC and my launch strategies to get there. Average review is really important to understand competition, price, and then we have this really interesting view over on the right-hand side, which is all of the competitors and where they rank for those keywords. So you can see for the first one, 5pits, this guy in the position 1 ranks 3, he ranks 2, he ranks 17th. So for those 18, you know, these are the positions they rank for. And as you go down, you can see some of these keywords are becoming less competitive. If they have a line there, that means they rank outside of position 200. So we go all the way up to position 200. So you can really start to see some of the opportunities, which is what I was talking about, which is what are those keywords that have mid-search volume that aren't as competitive that I can target for my launch. And that's one of the most important things to do when you're looking at these keywords. So you know, I can just go here and let's just sort by search volume. So 5pits, you know, that does 12 million. I talked about that earlier. You know, 264,000 search volume, and all of the top 25 rank for that word. You know, and I have to do 184 just to get onto page 1. I'm not going to be targeting that keyword in my launch strategy. There's absolutely no chance. But if I go a little further down, maybe like 5pits outdoor wood burning, long tail keyword, you know, it does 4 million. It's pretty high, but only 4 competitors are really optimized and ranking for that keyword. And, you know, for the launch, I have to do 44. That's probably a keyword I'm going to target. It's probably a little bit high for me, but this is the kind of way that you can look at it. And then, you know, once you know who your competitors are, you can actually see who's ranking. So this guy, he's one of the top sellers. He's got it, you know, he's number 3. You know, he's got the other ones as well. So you can start to see who the main competitors are and where the opportunity is and what they're actually focused on ranking for. So this is the way you can do it. One way that I really like to do it is actually just to go in and start using these filters. For example, I can go, hey, give me the search volume of everything greater than or equal to 1,000 searches a month, great. And then and add on to that with like maybe reviews less than or equal to 300. So now I'm really looking at, you know, ones that have got good search volume, but under 300 reviews. So on average reviews, they're less competitive. And I can start to look through these. Maybe I take out propane because we're looking at wood. But I can start to look out, you know, let's see, 5pit kit, that's interesting. Wood 5pits outdoor, right? 233,000. Only 4 rank for that. And I only need to do 12 a day just to get to page 1. This is absolutely a keyword I would focus on getting. So put together, go in here, like do some filters, exclude some words, really, you know, maybe only look at ZG launch. That's a good one. ZG launch of less than or equal to 10. Let's just do that. Okay, I've only come down to none now because I have these in here. Let me take these out. Let's see what that does. So now I have a bunch here of actually 10 that I could potentially focus on optimizing for. So there's a whole bunch of ways you can filter that, and then you can save these views. So you can save your long tail and your short tail. You know, I've just saved here ones that I can win and actually, you know, the other ones. So I can actually take these keywords that I put together, right? And then I can simply export that to my listing optimizer right here. I can probably go over here right now and just grab, let's just say this is my product. I'll just grab, let's grab this guy. He's the best seller. Let's just grab his ASIN right here. Drop it in over here. Just come down and just pull ASIN. Put it right over here. And I have all these keywords, and I just hit the pencil, done editing, and it's going to show me some of the big keywords that I should be focused on optimizing for and where they appear in the listing. So fire pit wood burning is it comes up green and yellow. So it's exact matching on the fire pits, but it's broad matching on fire pit wood burning. Or sorry, fire pit wood burning. It's exact matching, and the yellow one down on the right there is a broad match, right? So and where it appears in your search term, your backend keywords. We even have backend that we pull in. You can see these are all the backend ones, right? That's actually unique to ZonGuru as well. Descriptions, but you can already see this is one of the biggest sellers. He's the top seller. He's not even optimized for wood burning fire pits for outside that we targeted earlier as a long tail keyword. This is absolutely one that I would simply put over here and work on getting my combined listing score up. So these are the kind of opportunities you see. Once you've optimized for your listing, this is just the competitors, but you can use whichever one you want, and then you can actually optimize it. Then you can put that strain to, you can import the strain to your Seller Central account, and there you go. You've got it. You've got that happening. So this is a detailed look within how you would use that strategy of long tail keywords to really optimize and win on Amazon and beat your competition. And if you can implement this, that halo effect starts to happen where you'll start to rank for some of the short-term, short-tail keywords as well. Anyway, and so guys, we're here for you. I'm excited to help Australians for sure, and Kiwis and everyone else here sell on the biggest platform in the world, which is Amazon. And just check it out. Whatever way we can help you guys, we want to help you because we believe in this idea, and it's the right time, no matter when, to get involved in Amazon. Even if it's competitive, if you follow those strategies, find the right products, there's so many opportunities. It's even better now because it's so focused.